I'm Sydney Stevens.
And I'm Lane Mulvey.
And today we're going to talk about land privatization as the increasingly common issue that it's becoming. As world populations increase, land for agriculture is needed more and more, which exemplifies conflicting agendas and economic and ecological strife.
We wanted to talk about some of the pros and cons of using public lands versus private lands. Public lands, in a way, are very good because they can promote tourism and protection of endangered species. However, some cons are that they don't provide that instant gratification that privatization of land can be as a monetary incentive.
One example of land privatization in Utah is Barrier National Monument. The Utah Schools and Institutional Trust Lands Administration gets most of its funding through the taxation of private landowners. They were able to sell a plot of the land designated to be the proposed Barrier National Monument for $500,000. This auction was short notice and did not give conservationally sound buyers a good chance to really consider the ability to purchase this land, which allowed it to go to more wealthy buyers. They were able to make the purchase quickly without a lot of thought, but we would have preferred someone who was more aware of conservation efforts in the area. Although the land was sold for $500,000, the Lehman family farm, which did purchase it, has a track record of now $5.5 million in purchases of Utah land.
So some of the issues with having such a last-minute buyer and this quick auction intended to make money fast for the Utah Schools and Institutional Trust Lands Administration is that they don't necessarily take into consideration all of the conservation needs of the area. For instance, this area is part of a larger fragment that is the Bears Ears proposed national monument, an area that has high endemism, a lot of native Utah species that might be threatened, such as the prairie dog, the Mexican spotted owl, and the sage-grouse. It also contains areas that are of historical importance, such as the Hole in the Rock Trails, which is the site of an 1879 Mormon expedition. In fact, one of the other bidders in this bidding war was the Hole in the Rock Trail Foundation, which was hoping to conserve this land for its historical importance and also conserve the land around it and the species living there. However, they were passed over for this higher bidder.
This suggests that maybe a monetary bid isn't the best way to go about privatizing land. The intentions of the Lehman family, who mainly does agriculture, is to use this land for sheep grazing. This drastically alters the plant biodiversity and ability for plants to flourish.
Habitat loss or habitat fragmentation effects, even edge effect, if they decide to maybe fence off their land or somehow alter it. By having the sheep consume the grass, you then impact herbivores in the region native to the area, and therefore impact the further up trophic levels, other species that are requiring of the herbivores and those grasses in order to survive.
One of the key turning points in this incident was the quick decision-making and lack of discussion in the public. If people had been more involved with this process and able to put in their 2 cents, and if the highest bidder wasn't taking at monetary value but also intention of land use, things may have gone differently.
The purchase from the Lyman family farm incorporation could impact Bears Ears should it be made into this national monument. Now we have to deal with this pocket of land privatization within the monument.